You hungry?
Super hungry. Very good morning, amigos, from the area of Pitillal. Now this morning we have a super special guest. This is our friend Star.
Hola.
We have not seen her in several years. Now we are on a food tour today. Greg and I have really no idea what we're getting ourselves into. So Star, what are we going to do today?
Okay, so today is going to be a food tour in a part of town that is not really known by many tourists.
No.
Pitillal. There's great food. I always run this tour on Sundays and Saturdays just because there are many things going on. We never know what's going to happen. Sometimes I arrive on tour and there's a whole lot of horses and charros coming to the church. Sometimes, like 3 weeks ago, we had a wrestling ring. So my guests were like, wow, this is so cool. So we see things that we don't see in Old Town. Also, this is like, I wouldn't say that it's just the real Vallarta, but this is where a lot of workers from hotels and restaurants work. So yeah, this is very different, like very, very different. And the food is really good.
Yeah, Greg and I can already tell when we first pulled up. I said it feels like we're in an entirely different city, different state, different area. Greg and I know nothing of this area, so today we're all along for the same journey.
I'm in heaven. Star, what do we have? What are we starting with? We've got...
So we're gonna have an array of things. Café de olla, mango, agua fresca. Muchas gracias. We're also having oatmeal. We're also having green and red chilaquiles.
Just a small platter though, not too much. Not just a start, not too much.
It's actually, yes, this is only the start. A strawberry tamal and a pork ribs tamal, and also some salsas. These salsas are not exactly the same as the ones that we have here, and these ones are a little bit spicier.
Okay, a little bit spicier than what's already on here.
Exactly.
And then, so for tamales, what time of day do people typically eat tamales?
Anytime is good.
Yeah, anytime, okay.
Anytime is good. But usually in the morning or also at night.
Okay.
And Puerto Vallarta, yes, we find tamales, but there are other places where we can find them, especially where the weather is
colder.
Exactly. We'll see them in the morning on a corner.
Right.
You can tell because they have a big steamer, like a big pot, on the corner of the street. There's a lot of steam coming out of it, and then they have coolers, like the ones that you can buy at Home Depot for water. Exactly.
Okay.
Filled with atole.
And then this is atole, right? Which
Exactly. Coconut atole.
coconut atole.
Now I love atole. I actually like atole plain, not with tamales. But today I'm going to try both. But this is coconut.
Where do you even start with all this?
I'm going to start with the sweet tamal. This is strawberry.
De fresa.
De fresa.
Para mi fresa. Oh.
I don't really know how to eat this, but we're
I'm gonna feel this during CrossFit tomorrow.
It's pretty good.
Is it? How sweet is it? Like super sweet or?
Let me taste it with you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I can eat that for breakfast every day. It's good. It's not too sweet. It's like the perfect amount of sweet. We have had one sweet tamal at Christmas time in Mexico City.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
At some Christmas festival.
Yeah, it brings me back to Christmas time.
That's pretty good. I'm not a huge tamal fan.
But that one?
But the sweet ones and add atole on the side. I'm a fan.
Alright, I'm gonna try the meaty tamal. This one is the costillas. This is like rib, right? Ribs?
Yes.
It looks delicious. Now, usually my beef, pun intended, with tamales is they don't have enough meat in it, but this one, amigos, looks like it's good. It looks like a good ratio of masa to meat. Let's find out.
That's so true.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. How's the meat to masa ratio?
Excellent.
They nailed it?
Curiously enough, there's only been 2 tamales that I've, tamales. Tamale is confusing for us gringos. The only 2 tamales that I've ever liked in all of Mexico have both been in Pitillal.
Oh.
I've got a huge sweet tooth, so we're gonna try the
Looks
sweet
like
tamale.
salchicha.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like salchicha, but
It's like the perfect amount of sweet, right? It's kind of like, almost like banana bread, or like strawberry bread.
you're right, that is super good.
It's pretty good. It's really moist.
Start, correct me if I'm wrong, there's one common theme I'm finding with all of this food, or with the chilaquiles and then the tamales, both are relatively cheap to make and very, very filling.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
and I think that's like a real staple of like, I don't know, just like, not necessarily street food, but like homemade Mexican food. Is it's
right.
affordable and it fills you up, which is right up my alley. All right, we've got the chilaquiles here. We've got rojos y verdes. Star, are you typically red sauce or green sauce?
Green sauce.
Green sauce.
Green
So are
sauce.
you?
Green sauce. Hill?
Yeah, I'm all the way rojo.
Oh, rojo, okay.
I'm gonna try the verde.
Okay, let's try the verde.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Now let's try a red sauce.
Okay.
Oh man. Which one's better?
I gotta give it to the green.
Oh, gotta give it to the green.
Verde.
And start, for someone who's never had chilaquiles before or never heard of them, how would you describe chilaquiles?
Very easy. Tortilla chips, and in Mexico they are not from Costco. It's gonna be like very unusual, and actually I would just go away if I see that.
Yeah.
Exactly. They have to be homemade, covered in salsa. Mostly it's tomatillo salsa. I mean, we have green salsa, red salsa. But I've tried some other salsas like poblano, some other salsa. So basically any salsa, as long as they cover the chips. And for example, in this restaurant they also have homemade tomatillo and roasted tomato, just to add some spiciness to the chilaquiles.
Okay.
And they're sort of like, it's like an art project. You can add chicken, eggs,
pollo or
really,
both.
You're like Greg, you can add both.
That's a big that's a big bite, but it's following as I'm talking. I'm gonna go with the red sauce. That's good. That's good. But I am a green sauce fan, so I'm gonna give that a try. The green sauce all the way.
Yeah.
And for me, again, I'm not the food expert here. That's what starts shop up. The perfect chilaquiles for me are like a little crispy, a little soft. It's like you want some soft bites of the tortillas, but then you want some crispy bites of the tortillas. And this has a pretty good mix of both. Oh my gosh.
I think I'm in heaven.
All right, what's next on our plates?
We're having a gordita with queso asadero.
Let me do this again.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
And then something that is super simple yet everybody loves it. It's a frijol taco, a beans taco with some fresh cheese on top. Guys, you have to take, this is what I do. I take a piece because I come here. I take a piece of the taco, a piece of the cheese, and then I just open the piece of taco and then
sprinkle it in there. Okay.
All right, let's do that.
or
Yeah.
just take a bite of the cheese, whatever you want to do. Please be careful, it may be a little bit hot.
Ooh, I want to taste this plain.
Taste just the
Yeah.
cheese. Queso fresco, right?
Sí, queso fresco. The queso fresco by itself is good. The beans are good by itself. And then the tortilla.
Oh yeah,
That looks good.
that does look good. Now beans and cheese is my favorite. So Very good.
Is that good?
I could eat this every day.
Now we have a gordita, which is basically like a fried tortilla stuffed. This one happens to be stuffed with just cheese, but we've had them stuffed with, I don't know, chicharrón.
Everything under the sun.
Pretty much anything you want. I mean, estamos en Mexico, no, Star has told us, they gave us, look, amigos, they gave us fork and knife, but Star told us just go at it with your hands. That was really good. The cheese is like super melty. We're gonna have to find out where they got this cheese so we can use some at home. Sometimes gorditas can be like a little too greasy, if you will, or like they just feel a little like you take one bite and you know your stomach's gonna hurt, but this one is fried just right and it doesn't have that feeling at all. But we'll let Hillary be the real judge. She's the cheese spurt here, so we'll see. A ver, let's see. Oh, look at that cheese string. How is it? Was I off about the greasiness?
No. Great. It's really good. It's like perfectly crispy, perfectly fried, but not the least bit greasy. I don't know how they do it.
This is what's left of the bean taco, and I really just wanted to say, back in the States, beans are like Mexican beans, refried beans, they're not good. I've never had good refried beans at a Mexican restaurant, not once in my life in the United States, but it's the complete opposite actually in Mexico. What makes beans in Mexico so delicious?
It's a lot, but also
it's a lot.
but also because sometimes not in my house, but a lot of people will add lard.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the fat.
It's the fat, yes.
It's the fat.
No wonder they're so good. Little lard and little love.
A little lard and a little love, that's all you need. That's like marriage advice.
Isn't that really good for just a bean taco?
It's so good. Again, something so simple, but executed so well. I mean, who knew beans could be good, but... Now, Star, what did you tell us about the tortilla that really makes a difference in whether it's a taco or...
The beans are good. The cheese is great. The tortilla is hand pressed. So we can put the cheese and the beans in a tortilla from a tortilla factory, and it's gonna be good. But with a hand pressed corn tortilla,
A homemade tortilla makes all the difference.
It was terrible, clearly.
Oh my gosh. Believe it or not, that was just one stop out of many. We have 2 or 3 more stops coming, some more tacos, a whole lot of stuff. And this place got super busy. Star gave us a recommendation if you come to this place, Birria Robles, you gotta come early. Gotta come early. We have a crunchy birria taco, almost said crunchy. It looks delicious. I think Hillary's got one, she doesn't eat meat, so I'm definitely gonna eat hers. And then we've got some consomme as well, which I believe we're gonna use that to dip. And we've got col, cilantro, limon, cebolla, and I don't know what they were thinking when they brought me that. I mean, I know we say siempre con todo, but it's like siempre con todo, pero sin
Cueritos?
sin cueritos y sin chile serrano. Star, how do I eat this? Like, we've got so much stuff going on. Tell me how Mexicans do this.
okay, some people will just take bites from a taco, and then with a spoon you're gonna be eating the broth.
Okay, kind of like together.
Exactly. Some people will just dunk the taco, we dip it in the consomme, and that's another way to do it.
Okay.
Sometimes also people will open the shell, the hard shell, and add some of the broth into the taco. Well, it's gonna be drippy, so you wanna get as close as you can to the otherwise,
yeah. And then how does it, where do we put that stuff?
These toppings can go in both the taco and the consomme. We got lime, serrano pepper, super spicy. Also onion, cabbage, and cilantro.
Okay.
You can add it in your taco, but also in the consomme.
Okay. What would you recommend?
I usually do everything in the consomme.
Okay.
Like everything.
Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put the full in there. Now we need my half, That's a money shot, baby. That's a money shot. Alright. I guess that's... I'm not putting the pepper in there. I'm not doing the pepper. Okay, I guess we'll just dip it. No, we'll see. I don't know how you're supposed to do
Well,
this.
okay, so Star said she usually gets 2 and just leaves this one in there. So just dunk that in there and leave it in there while you're eating the other one.
Oh, okay.
That's just a
Leave this,
That's just
leave this one so the
trick.
second one's even better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna go a bite.
How is it?
This is where it's at. I love chilaquiles, tamales, and gorditas, but birria is hard to beat. That's delicious. Birria, señor. I'm working on my pronunciation here. That's the Spanish challenge. Just say birria 30 times fast. That was super, super good. We're on to our third stop. So what's next?
Okay, next you're having 3 things.
Okay.
You're having postre de queso with cochinita pibil.
Okay.
So basically, instead of a corn tortilla, it's gonna be cheese, like a cheese tortilla, and also a cochinita pibil taco,
Okay.
and something that they call torta embarazada or pregnant.
Pregnant torta.
Torta, exactly. So
What's inside?
It would be like a guajolota. It's a torta. It's a chilaquiles torta, but also cochinita pibil on top. To die for. You're gonna love it. It's a lot of food. Okay.
This is amazing. What was the name of this again?
Okay, they call it torta embarazada.
Torta
Like
embarazada.
pregnant.
Y ella ya está lista, amigos. This thing is it's a prop. And okay, so it's like a torta bread with beans, cheese, chilaquiles, and then
sour cream cheese.
and then cochinita pibil, which is comida yucateca. I've never had that here in Vallarta.
And then onion, cilantro, more onions, and salsa.
How do you even begin to eat this? Just dig in?
Just dig in, yes. It's gonna get messy and it's okay. You can eat your fingers if you want. And you're gonna go through many napkins, so no worries.
Oh yeah.
Look at me. It looks really good so far.
That's delicious. Got like cilantro in my nose. Man, that's good. Have you ever seen anybody finish this?
Never. They just take a few bites, but no, only this is, if you're eating this, that should be like the only thing if you want to eat it all.
Watch.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, right? It's huge.
That's
I mean-
so good.
And have you seen your flauta yet?
That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So this is like a tortilla that's
But
crispy,
cheese.
but it's made out of cheese.
Exactly. And it's filled with cochinita. It has two salsas, a tomatillo, and a mix of roasted dehydrated peppers, black beans, cheese, some cilantro, and red onion on top.
Wow. All right, Star said she has never had anyone finish this pregnant torta.
Well, Star, me goyo.
He did it. He did it. That giant thing. Now you still have 2 tacos and this beautiful, majestic thing here. Are you gonna be able to finish it all?
I really went all in on that. I mean, I know that we say everything we eat is good, which is the truth, but that does make it hard to differentiate between like what's good, what's more good, and what's best.
What's gooder?
What's gooder? That was 10 out of 10. That is a very memorable sandwich right there. That is, we will be making a trip to Pitillal just to come to this restaurant, just to get that. I told Hill she could order just the mollete, basically the torta bread with the beans and the cheese was delicious. And off camera, Star made a good point of like, all these things are pretty simple, but each one ingredient, each one part of a taco or that torta, for example, has to be just right. The bread has to be just right. The beans have to be good. The cheese has to be fresh. And that really, all that came together for one magical moment, amigos.
What did you just tell me off camera about your nose?
I dipped it. It was going too crazy on the torta, and it got a little sauce on it. So my nose is burning a little bit, but it was 100% worth the burn.
This is what you guys don't see on camera.
Delicious. Definitely hurting a little bit. It was, right now it was worth it. We'll continue to update it on whether that was worth it or not.
This
What is this?
looks like a marquesita.
See?
yeah.
Okay, they call it costra de queso, so basically it's like costra.
Costra.
Which translates to scab, something not nice.
Ew.
This is what they call costra de queso. So it's it's cheese that they put on the grill until it gets crunchy, and then they fill it with something, and then they roll it like a big flauta.
So it is like a marquesita.
What kind of cheese is it, do you know?
They call it asadero. So
Asadero.
Asadero. So it melts real good, and you see a bed of tomatillo and roasted pepper salsa, some black beans and cheese.
And how do you eat this?
Just use your hands if you want, or you can also use utensils just to put it in half. That's gonna make it.
Nah.
I might like
Break it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, come around to this side. Look at that, look at how that.
It's like bursting with cochinita. He's a saint. He is a saint. That's super good. I've never had anything like this. I've obviously had cochinita pibil before. I just ate about a kilo of it. But yeah, that's super interesting. I wish there was a way if you could have some of this cheese, because that's like a really interesting way. It's like an interesting vessel. I'm so used to tortillas, but basically a tortilla made out of cheese. Right up here. Final stop. This is probably going to be my favorite stop of the day.
Oh my gosh.
So my favorite food group is raspados.
Your favorite food group is raspados?
I got mango con leche quemada, which is like the burnt milk. They didn't have lechera, so this was like the alternate option. But this is sort of like...
Sí, gracias.
Coconut.
Ooh. Coco?
Looks good. Alright, this is just pieces of mango. Oh man. That leche quemada, I don't know how you make that.
An actual mango is really good.
It's just actual mango.
Oh,
Yeah.
doesn't taste fake or anything.
No, it's just like pieces.
And tell them about this restaurant or like this place. It's a refresqueria.
Refrescaria. She's talking about like a soda fountain. It does sort of have that vibe. It's kind of like Michoacana, except for like people are sitting and chilling in here enjoying the raspados on a quite steamy
sweaty day.
And then Star, which flavor did you get?
I get pineapple, coconut, and burnt milk.
Oh my gosh.
Man, she's a professional.
Siempre con todo, eh?
Todo.
All right, I did not think there was any way we would finish 3 giant glasses of raspados, but we all did.
We all did it.
We had a blast on this food tour. This is by far the best food tour we've ever taken with Star, and it doesn't hurt that she's our friend too. I don't even remember everything we ate, which means you know it was a good time. Chilaquiles, atole,
Sweet tamale,
tamales,
cochinita,
cochinita, birria,
It's a lot.
nudo in a different video, raspas, what else? Did we try anything else?
The costra, the queso.
So many things. Thank you so much.
Atole.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that. Like 12 different aguas frescas. So where should we send people to book?
They can find me on foodandphototours.com.
Okay.
The same way they can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook. Food and Photo Tours.
Food and
Excellent.
tours. And we didn't even really mention in this video that Star takes the absolute most incredible photos, so she offers that sort of tour as well. Anything else you would like to add about this tour, or what is your favorite stop that we went on today?
I like them all, guys.
Yeah.
I like them all because they have different things.
Yeah, that's how we feel.
I wouldn't be able to pick
What's
one.
your favorite
Food period.
what's your favorite guilty pleasure for Mexican food? Like something that's like sweet, or you know, you can't eat it too often because it's not healthy.
Capirotada.
Oh,
Capirotada.
hey, what is that?
It's bread. The way that it's done, where I come from, Guerrero, it's like a one-day-old bread, like a sourdough. It's bolillo. They slice it and then they soak it in piloncillo. It's like looks like molasses. And they also add like a crumbly salty cheese. It sounds weird. Also,
No, that sounds
peanuts,
delicious.
but it's really good.
Ooh.
It's really good.
All right, next tour we're gonna start.
Next tour, we're going to
Thank you so much
Guerrero.
for having us, amigos. That's all we have for you guys today. Until next time, have us do